Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna create this strawberry milk bath set inspired by Femi Beauty right here on YouTube. So we're gonna start off by prepping her nail. I'm using a Cooper Mani Pro Passport, and I have a sanding band on. It's like I think a fine sanding band. I don't know, I use the same one every time. So I already pushed back her cuticles, and I'm just lightly removing the shine. And oh my goodness, I'm trying to do a voiceover. Bless you. So I'm taking the sanding band, just removing the shine and like the, excess things and tings. And I'm not nipping her nails. I don't cut any of my clients' nails because I like to promote healthy nail growth, even though they come to me with dirty nails sometimes. So, yeah. After I finish doing this part, then I'm going to go ahead and dehydrate the nails and then apply the tips. So I'm using the quick set adhesive to apply these tips, but you can use whatever glue you want to use. I just use this one. And these nail tips are like one of my favorites. I know people ask all the time where to get them from, but I usually don't tell people where I get nail tips from. But I am going to do a nail tip video where I just go over all the different nail tips that I use, even though these are my favorite ones. So I size the nails, and you don't want it too big, you don't want it too small. You want it to fit from sidewall to sidewall. Make sure you rock, stop, and hold, and apply the tips. So after, I like to dehydrate before and after applying tips, because it gets the natural oils and stuff from on the surface of the nail, so that the tip can apply better without popping off before I put the product on top of it. Alright, so I use two nail forms stuck together to size the nails, so none of that this finger going on. And I'm just feeding through the shaping part because I know y'all probably tired of seeing me shaping. So I used a 100 grit file. I'm actually going to switch to 80/80s or 80/100 grit files pretty soon. So I'm going to see if that gives me some some crisper shaping. So I go ahead and shape up the nails, and I did make sure that the nails were leveled out across the top by doing client view. The nails aren't like super clear now because I etched them, and I don't etch all nails, but I do sometimes. So the pink acrylic on the bottom is actually a custom mix that I made about like 2, almost 3 years ago. So I have to figure out what I put in it to make another one. These flowers come from Amazon. I'll leave the links for this in the description bar, because I know people are always like, where do you get flowers from? You could just type in dried flowers on Amazon, I think. But I'll leave the links to these specific ones down below. And I'm just taking the petals off of them so that it's easier for me to apply once it's time for me to do the nails. If you want to watch the whole video, I think it's like almost 3 hours long. I did go live doing this set. So I do have some tweezers, some nail scissors. You can get all that from Amazon also. They're like sewing shears, and they're super sharp. So I dehydrated and primed the nails. I'm going in with that pink first on the bottom so that it can look like strawberry milk instead of just a regular milk bath. So I start at the cuticle, pat it down, and then blend it across the nail. And I don't know why we started with the camera so far back, but then I scooched it in a little bit. So now I'm going in with more of the pink just because I wanted it to kind of have like an ombre effect from pink to clear. And that is me applying some clear on the free edge so that I kind of made a little ombre. It was cute though. So this film that I put on here is actually like just fabric from, I got this from Hobby Lobby. And you just wait until your acrylic is starting to mattify a little bit, and then put your fabric on there. And on the sides, you want to make sure that you leave like space around it so that the acrylic can completely close it up, because if you don't, then it can pop off the nail basically and separate. So I just trim it up, get off all the excess things. And at this point, you could just encapsulate this in clear and put some glitter on it, and it will look super dope. But I just wanted it as in like a glitter effect behind the flowers. So to apply these flowers, there are a whole bunch of different kind of ways you could do it. You could drop some clear acrylic down and then press and hold the flower onto it. Or I'll show you the other ways in a second. So I'm taking the frosted pink color from Young Nails and just putting a really, really thin layer on top of this so that it'll look like the flowers are in a milk. If you don't want to use this brand or this color, you could just take some white and clear acrylic and mix them together until you get like a frosty looking acrylic color, and just put a coat on top of there. So you can either just continue building the nail up and making it milky, or you can take some clear and put it on top of that milky color, and it won't be so milky, and you'll be able to see the flowers still through it. But I don't recommend going straight in with a clear and no frosted color if you want this to have the milk bath effect, because you want the flowers and leaves and stuff to kind of look like they're poking through. So here's the other way of how you can apply the flowers and stuff. After you've placed it all down, you kind of wait until the clear or whatever acrylic you put down kind of starts mattifying, and then you can really just smush the petals and stuff into it. So the trick is, when you're encapsulating anything, you want to keep it as flat on the nail as possible so that when you start building up, it won't get super bulky. And when you go into file, you can not take off so much if you keep your bottom layer as flat as possible. So the first color that I put down was that pink. It was so sheer on the nail that it was almost like polishing the nail. And then I kept the flowers really flat before I encapsulated them. So the trick to doing anything that's encapsulated is to make sure your layers are super thin underneath your final encapsulating acrylic or gel, whatever you choose to encapsulate with. So on the thumb, I did go with some glitter acrylic on the back. I think that's Young Nails Blush, because we wanted to just add some different elements into the nails. Even though all of them look the same in the end, they are all different. So this set was like one of the easiest sets for encapsulating that I've ever done, because there's no organization to where to put things to make it look like it's aesthetically correct. Is that the word? Is that a word? You don't know? Oh man. Basically, you could just throw whatever color flowers you want to put on in whatever order you want to put them on the nail, and it doesn't have to be organized. So I think this is a really good beginner set for encapsulating, because there's no organization to it at all. And it came out like super dope, because you want the flowers to look like they're just floating in the milk water. Have y'all ever took a milk bath? But you took a milk bath before? You have? What kind of milk? You did on coconut milk bath. When? I'm not playing with you. I've never taken a milk bath before. I take a regular bath.
One comes around one today. They don't see things the same. Two one by two out the door. There you have magic. One comes around one today. They don't see things the same. Two one by two out the door.
So there's a sticky layer on this one. So I'm showing you how you can just press the flowers into the nails. And I know a lot of people say it's pretty hard to get these kind of flowers flat as you can get them. But as long as you press it into the acrylic before the acrylic is completely hardened and it's still sticky, then the flowers will stick like right into it. You can smush it all the way in. So when you're done with everything, then you're gonna go ahead and file. I'm using my 3-in-1 bit. No, I don't know where to get these from because I just buy them local at a store here. I try to see if I can find them somewhere wholesale or something, and I could probably sell them one day. And then I go in with my hand file, clean up the shaping, you know, same old, same old. And then I'm gonna top coat with just a regular glossy top coat. I'm not sure which one I even used in this. Y'all gotta go look at the real video because I don't remember. So after you're done, just make sure that you get your shaping as sharp as you can get it. And then make sure you flip the client's hand over to do client view to make sure they're not like uneven on the free edge. So this is how the set came out. I think it came out good. There are some things I would change now looking back, but overall it came out super dope, and that's it. So if you did like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, leave suggestions down below for what videos you would like to see next. It's a lot of trends going on right now that I think I'm gonna jump on board with, but like put my own spin on them. So if you see a trend, don't forget to make sure you follow me on social media, because all my social media stuff gonna be on the screen and down in the description box below. So until the next video, bye.